the catch-up system in Dragonball Sparking Zero. Some people weren't aware that there is a catch-up system in Sparking Zero. It's kind of obvious what it is, but people just don't pay mind to it because they be in the heat of battle. But I want to make the video to show you guys what's the catch-up system in Sparking Zero, since I brought it up and some people are unaware of it. So the first catch-up mechanic, well, the only catch-up mechanic, is the skill gauge. So if you pay attention, while I beat up on Vegeta, you see his skill gauge just went up from me beating him up. The skill gauge goes up based on 3 factors in this game, which is a lot of ways how people catch up and win in this game without being good at the game. So the first thing is, let Vegeta beat me up some. The first thing is, whenever a character loses loses a health bar, they immediately get 1 whole skill gauge. If you pay attention while Vegeta beat up on me, when he make my health go down by 1 bar, I will get a full gauge. You see, I'm at 4 now. I was at 2, but because GT Goku made my health go down by 4 bar, I get 1 extra skill gauge. Now, why is this bad? This is bad because most people's skill gauges are skills in this game is like 2 or 3, right? When it comes to using skill, like Goku Wild Sense. Goku has 5 health bars in this game. Vegito has 5 health bars in the game. Most of the strong tier characters have 5 health bars in the game, and his skills only 2 or 3. So when you compare it to like someone like, I don't know, Super Vegito that has literally at the image strike that needs 3 skill gauges, whenever you get his health halfway down, he automatically, every time you get a health bar down, he get 1 skill slot. At the image strike stays on for 15 seconds, which is enough time to get 1 full skill gauge, which I tested before. Literally, if you put at the image strike on, within the 15 seconds, you already gonna have 1 or more extra skill stop. So if you find someone that's spamming at the image strike with Super Vegito and you beating them up the whole time, the reason why is because they get a free skill bar from you beating them up. So you get skill gauge from losing a health bar in this game. That's one of them. The other way you get skill bar in this game is by actually just taking damage. Just from someone doing a long hit combo and you automatically make your skill gauge go up. Another way, and Wild Sense do so much damage, bro. I should not be doing that much damage for Wild Sense hitting somebody. Another way that your skill gauge go up, besides health bar and actually taking damage, both of those stacking, the last free way that you get gauge in this game is vanishing. If you vanish in this game or recover in this game, when someone sends you flying from a smash attack or you vanish something, you get skill gauge. That's why when you're doing that little vanish battle with somebody, when y'all doing a key battle with each other, the reason why after y'all get done, y'all run out of y'all key, you're wondering why both of y'all got hella skill gauge, is because every time you vanish or recover with the guard button, you get a chunk of skill gauge. Now, I understand why they made this system in the game. The reason they made the system in the game is because... Is Vegeta just locked there? The reason they made this system in the game is because they thought everyone was going to be spamming revenge counter in this game. But that's not the case. Because people, well, good players, spam super counter in the game, this is just forcing the resource economy to be insane in this game and not fair enough to be able to punish people. You basically get punished for being too good at the game. It doesn't matter how quick you try to beat up Vegito when you're fighting him and you're just really just dogging him out. It doesn't matter because the more you beat him up, the more skill gauge he get, meaning the more he gets to spam at the image strike to get the advantage on you. Now, of course, people came up with their ways to fight at the image strike by spamming key blasts and countering all this. But if you're going to smart Super Vegito that actually goes max full power before you do, then you're not able to spam the key blasters at them to lock them out. They just get a crutch to win the game, right? And this goes for people also too that be using full ultimate moves just to win their fights. Anyone that got a skill that makes them go full max power It doesn't matter how much you're beating up on them and trying to put the pressure on them so that they can, so you can kill them before they even try to pull that cheap strat on you. You beating up is helping them get their gauge quicker for them to spam that on you. That's why when you fight someone like Z Broly or Kefla, they go max power, use their ult on you that could be unblockable. And then after, while you over here stuck in the lock-on system trying to get your lock-on back on them, they just press the power to the very limit move again and just use their ult on you. So there's a bad catch-up mechanic in this game. Now, what could Bandai do in this game to help balance this? It's super simple. Take the catch-up mechanic out the game. Make it that people actually got to earn their skill gauge like the normal way, just like in Tenkaichi 3, where it just naturally went up a regular stable amount instead of getting beat up and stuff, making it that it goes up quicker. Or make it that there's limits to this. And what I mean by limits, like treat it like Naruto Storm, where it's like, oh, we got a limited amount of substitution bars. If you're going to make it that you want skill gauge to be so frequent, then you need to make it like, hey, then super counters actually use a skill bar. You know what I'm saying? So people can't spam super counters all day. So you actually can punish people and take advantage of them. But the fact that super counters in the game and it uses no skill gauge materials, no one using revenge counters in high tier content. They only using super guards, Z counters, I mean. Super counters or Z counters, it's the same thing, depending on if you're a veteran or not. So my workaround would be make it that super counters actually use a skill gauge, since it's so easy to get skill gauge in this game. So then people have to make a decision. Use a super counter to get someone off of them, or basically, yeah, that's the only thing I think of. People have to use super counter and they use the skill gauge, so people got to make a decision if they want to use super counter to dodge, or use take the hits on purpose so they can use their skills to try to cheese people with their ultimate moves and stuff. But that's the catch-up system in this game, the catch-up mechanic. I know some of y'all was asking me what was it and what did I mean by it's a catch-up mechanic in the game. This is the catch-up mechanic. So the better you are at the game, the worse you're making it for yourself, because if you got an opponent that gonna cheese a skill to beat you, then you're just out of luck. You're just out of luck, basically. And it doesn't matter how good you are at the game. I done seen pro players in this game get cheesed out by cheesy strat and lose. I done seen people get cheesed out by Kefla, where she teleport behind you super quick and then do super explosive wave. Your character is stuck in the animation of turning around, and now she hits you with the ult. While you locked off, she do it again because you've been beating her up. She got 6 key skill gauges stocked up. She pop it again, get behind you before you lock on, pop the super explosive wave again, and you're dead. She didn't do no combos on you. She just spammed 2 ults and you're dead. So, yeah, that's the catch-up system. I don't like it. I feel like you need to earn your skill gauges. If someone whooping your ass at the game, they deserve to whoop your ass. They shouldn't get punished for being too good at the game. I just don't see why that is a thing in the game. This is not the type of game that should have a catch-up mechanic. It's too low risk, high reward in this game. So having a catch-up mechanic is just so unnecessary. So I feel like they need to take that system out the game of getting beat up and losing a health bar and vanishing and stuff gives you a freaking skill gauge, because again, no one is using, I repeat, no one is using revenge counter to get someone off of them. It's too punishable and it's too many resources. So they need to change how the skill gauge system work in this game when you're getting it, because as of right now, it's too plentiful and people are abusing that system to win and cheese matches that they should not win from lack of skill. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. And until next time, stay up.